Afternoon people, welcome back to another episode of Ash and Dave. I'm going to do things a bit differently now. I think I'm going to mix it up, so I'm now going to be doing what I know as opposition watch. So I'm going to give you my top 3 players I think we should be watching out for as us villains, and I'm also going to give you my top villain for the game, and I'm also going to sort of throw in some facts, give you guys opportunity to comment below as to who you think we should be watching out for and who our main person is going to be. Right, so let's get started. First person I think we should be looking out for will be Sebastian Haller. I think that guy is absolutely fantastic. I think since joining from Eintracht Frankfurt for around about £45 million in the summer, he has got a lot of expectation on his shoulders. He is a big character, he's a big player. I think he's going to be a very big handful in the Premier League. He is also making himself a nuisance at the minute because he is on the goal sheet and linking up very, very well with Yarmolenko and Anderson. But can we keep hold of him? Can Tyrone Mings-Engels keep him under control? Because he is going to muscle his way into the centre-backs. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If we don't keep our concentration, he is going to punish us big time. But will he have a big game? Will Frederic Gilbert be able to cover him as well? If we've got Neil Taylor on the left, will he be able to cope with it as well? We'll never know. But we will find out Monday. Which leads me on to my second player, who I think is going to be is Felipe Anderson. I think Felipe Anderson is a massive, massive character again in the West Ham team. He's come on leaps and bounds since he first joined from Lazio for about £35 million in the summer last year. He didn't get off to the best start, but he gradually got better through the season. And I think personally he was one of my favourite players to watch in the Premier League last year. Personally, I don't care what you guys think. This is my opinion alone. I am one man, you are millions. So, which leads me on to my comments on this player. I think he is going to be a very big handful on the left wing. I think if he is playing the way I think he's going to play, he's going to do an Argent Robben. He's going to cut into the middle of the box and shoot at will. Which is why we need to keep Frederic Gilbert on the right. I think we need to keep him as a defensive-minded person. I think he would probably be a bit more reliable at the back. Maybe sort of Elmo might do a good job, like kind of marking him. But can we get in and around them? Can we get down their left wing, which is where I think the left back is more susceptible to direct play and quick runs, which would be Arthur Masiaku, which I think may be the left back of choice for West Ham. But nevertheless, I think Felipe Anderson is a quality player. As I said, one of my favourite players to watch last year. He's joining from Lazio around about £35 million. So West Ham are spending big money. Which leads me on to my third player of choice, which is going to be none other than, if he's playing, Mark Noble. Mark Noble is a solid player. He is the only English player to be that good, never to play for England, what the West Ham lot say. Which I agree, I think he is a top player. When he's on the pitch, they change their mentality big time. They become more of a unit, they become more of a team, and I think they become more solid. Without him in the team, they are very weak in the middle of the park, which is where I hope we're going to dominate the game. I think the age of Mark Noble doesn't really kind of go in his favour. He's into his mid to late 30s now. I think the guy is a massive presence in the dressing room. Even if he goes to Villa Park and doesn't play, and they decide to put Declan Rice in the middle, just his presence there will make the team want to perform more and more for them. So on that note, they're my top 3. Sebastian Haller, Felipe Anderson, Mark Noble. If you guys have got any opinions, do comment below. I want to hear what you guys have to say rather than me talking to you guys all the time. So please do get your comments in. Who should we be watching out for? Who should we be making sure we're tying up at the back, in the middle, or at their back line? What should we do as Villa to progress and to make this game not so one-sided, maybe sort of a free-flowing game? Bearing in mind we have got Mike Dean as the referee, and we all know that Mike Dean hates anything claret and blue. He must be brothers with Kevin Friend. We never know. But still, this would be a good opportunity for you to get your voice heard and opinions across. Which leads me on to villain of the game. I believe John McGinn is going to be our guy for the Claret and Blue to take things to the Hammers, which I hope is the case. I think if Mark Noble is playing, I think John McGinn will just be too powerful for him. I think he will turn him. I think he will lead him into positions he doesn't want to be in. I think Mark Noble may feel uncomfortable with the power and the presence of our John McGinn. John McGinn was linked with West Ham before he joined Villa, but I think he made the best move by coming to Villa because he has begun to show his true class and as to why West Ham missed out on him. So, nevertheless, they're my top 3 West Ham players. I got my villain of the game. Also as well, back to the last time we met, 2016, a dreadful year to be a Villa fan. The year we got the boot from the Premier League. We lost to them 2-0. And the goal scorers in that game were Chiate and Mikel Antonio. But again, the team is so unrecognisable. If you look at the team lineups now, you'll notice that there's only 2 people on there that are returning back to Villa Park from the original lineup from this team. One of which is Mark Noble, and the other one is our very own captain, Jack Grealish. So, this will be a very interesting game. I think it's going to be really, really open and free-flowing. I don't see there going to be... I can see there being a lot of chances, but I can't see it being too one-sided. I think it's going to be a big, big night. I think Villa Park is going to be bouncing. I think the players are going to be up for it. I think the Crystal Palace performance was awful, and this is going to be our comeuppance. I think we've had a good international break, a chance for the players to rest, train, study West Ham thoroughly for the last week, and to get our opinions on to social media. So, going forward, get your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Top 3 West Ham players you think are going to cause us trouble or who we can keep under wraps, and your top villain. Also as well, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to comment below. I'm putting this on Facebook on the Avfc 12-man site because I do work with these guys and putting content out there. So please do comment. Without your comments, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to put out there. So this is why we're doing this now. Opposition Watch. Peace. See you guys at Villa Park. Love. See ya.